Hello stampers and crafters, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah McGuire from Sassy Paper Crafts. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and today's card is this one. I am loving the Trucking Along bundle. If you don't know, I do love the little red trucks at Christmas time. All week long I'm going to be talking about this bundle in particular. Right now, currently, as of today, the stamp set is available, but the punch is not. The punch will be back in stock in October, but the stamp set is available. I'm going to be showing you how to make this card with the One Horse Open Sleigh Designer Series paper, which is another online exclusive. So if you'd like to see how to make this card, please keep watching. So for our card today, we are using the Trucking Along bundle, which is an online exclusive from Stampin' Up! You will not find this in any catalog. The Trucking Along stamp set has 26 photopolymer stamps. It is a two-step stamp set, meaning two stamps create one image. So we're also going to be using the One Horse Open Sleigh Designer Series paper, which is another online exclusive. And let me just show you this beautiful paper. It is gorgeous. It is Christmas themed. Try to get it going the right way. We're going to be using this one here today, and you can see how I've cut it. So this is this side. We're going to be using this piece for our card today. So you can get two of these cards out of one sheet of designer series paper. I don't think I showed you the other side, but this paper is gorgeous, and it is a huge pack of paper. So you can find this in my online store under the online exclusives. Just click the link in the description of this video to head over to my online store. And there is 1 day left. Today is the last day for the July host code. Be sure you're following me on Facebook and Instagram to see August's host code. When you use July's host code and spend any amount in my online store, you get 4 free card tutorials. Orders over $50 will get a Wink of Stella, I have one right here, Wink of Stella glitter brush for free. So let's create our card. There's not a whole lot of stamping. We do have some. So I'm going to be getting all the pieces for the truck out. So we need our outline, we need our inside piece, we need our tires. We also need both parts of the tree and our little fence here for the back of the truck. I love, oh, we also need our sentiment. I love the little red trucks. Every time I see them on, kitchen towels, ornaments, I always get them. I love them at Christmas time. And this stamp set is actually good for other things besides Christmas, which I'll be showing you later this week, so stay tuned. You can see there's all kinds of different stamps in here, and there's palm trees and regular trees, so not just for Christmas. We need some ink, so I need crumb cake and Old Olive. Sorry, I didn't get these out ahead of time. Old Olive and Night of Navy is here, and I need a red. So for this one, I didn't write it down, but I want to say I used real red, so we're going to go real red because it's Christmas. So 4 inks here. Oops, getting things stuck. And we're going to need a little bit of memento for the tires. You can use basic gray though too, if that's what you have. I use that on one of my samples, and for this one it's kind of wobbly, so what I like to do, a little tip, stick it on my table there and pick it up that way, just so I know it's even. Set these aside for now. We'll do our truck first. Let me grab my scrap piece of paper. We need memento for the outline too. I'm just gonna ink that up with the memento. Just tap, tap, tapping. Do not push too hard. I've seen a lot of people online have a little bit of trouble with this stamp set, particularly with the filling of this red here, which I'll show you in a minute. Let's do our tires. And they get the window, and they'll get ink in the window. So I'm going to show you a little trick and try myself not to get ink in the window. So to line up the tires, I just take the 2 little centers and I try to line them up. It's a lot easier when I look straight over it. That one I pushed a little hard, but it's okay. We're gonna go with it. So now I'll get my real red and my truck, and I'm just gonna bring the ink pad to the truck and very lightly tap, tap, tap. So you can see I didn't get any ink in the window. And to line this up, I like to take this bottom line here. I don't know, you can't really see it because I kind of was off on that one, but there's a little line here, and I like to line this up in between those two black lines there. And like I said, it's hard when I don't have my head directly over it, but I think we got it. Not pushing too hard. Perfect, love it. So that is our truck done. We don't need the real red anymore. I'm gonna put that away. We don't need the memento anymore. I did cut a circle from the Stylish Shapes dies, which is one of my favorite, all-time favorite die sets. I'll show you these. It is this circle here, so the third one, the middle one. Cut a circle out of that, and we're gonna stamp our tree and our little wooden piece on there, and that's totally optional. You don't have to stamp your little wooden piece on there if you don't want to. I just thought it was cute. So I'm going to grab the old olive and I'm going to put these on some blocks. And this one here, the more detailed one, is our outline. So I'm going to ink that up in old olive and kind of see, I think it's going to go about there. Ink that up, and then we're going to ink up our inside piece with old olive, but we're just going to stamp off onto some scrap paper to make it lighter. Line that up, little crooked, but it's okay. Now I'm going to take 2 more blocks and get our fencing, and sometimes I get a little confused on which one is which. So what I like to do is I think this one's our outline, so I'm going to test it. Yep, that's our outline. And we're just going to go in on the bottom of that. So we're going to do the same thing we did with the tree. I'm going to ink it up in crumb cake, and I'm just going to stamp off. Perfect. So now we can punch out our truck. I'm just lining it up. Now this punch is a builder punch. Whoops. So you get some other pieces with it. I get a piece in my hair, so I'm going to flip it around. Well, I'll do it this way. So that clearly cuts out the punch, or the truck. This part is for the tires. These are the wheels. And this part punches out the window. So if I wanted to, I'm not going to do it on this one, but if I wanted to, I can place the truck window. I can't really fit it, but you can place the truck window in there and punch out that truck window. And you can build a paper truck with just this punch. But we're not going to do that today. I'm just doing the stamped truck. And now, oh, I got to stamp my sentiment as well. I have a little piece of basic white here for our sentiment. I need this block though. All the measurements and everything, if you're wondering what size the paper is, are on my blog. It's the first link in the description of this video. You can find all the measurements, all the supplies I used right there on my blog. I do that for every video. So I put my sentiment on there and get a little bit of Night of Navy. And tap, 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 ink that up. Make sure it's good and inked up. Line that up with my grid paper. And there we go. So I'm going to clean up my stamps, put some stuff away, and then we can put our card together. So now that everything is cleaned up and put away, we can assemble our card. So I have our piece of the One Horse Open Sleigh Designer Series paper here. We're going to flip that over and put a little bit of seal on the back of it. Again, all the measurements for all these pieces, all the supplies on my blog. Just click that first link in the description of this video. I'm going to set that on there, and then we're going to use, get those out of the way, we're going to use a little bit more seal, which I'm almost out of, on our piece of basic white here. Just center it. And then we're going to put this piece on the inside. You always, when you're using dark cardstock, you always want to put a piece of basic white. I like basic white. You also could use very vanilla on the inside. You could write on the Night of Navy with a white pen. I don't happen to have one, so I always put a piece of basic white in there. Now we're going to take our seal. Oh, and it just ran out. That's perfect though, because now I'm done with it. And we're going to put this on our card base. And then we can take, actually I did need a little bit more, but we can use liquid glue. I have some right here. I'm going to just put it on our stitched stylish shapes. That's what it's called. Stylish shapes circle. Just put a little bit on there. And I'm going to line the truck up with where we stamped. Hold that down for a second. Liquid glue does take just a second. Then we can flip it over. There are my dimensionals. And I'm going to use a couple of Stampin' dimensionals on the back of this piece just to pop it up a little bit. Do one more. And then we can put a couple of dimensionals on our sentiment. Take the backing off. And I liked, oops, it stuck to my grid paper. I liked how it looked down here at the bottom. But I think I want to go on this side because I don't want to cover up that house. So there was a lot of space here where I could put it. But I think I want to put this one on this side. And then let's see where our sentiment looks good. I think our sentiment can go over on the opposite side here. Just like that. And then to finish our card, I have some of the pastel adhesive backed sequins. Grab my take your pick tool, and we're just going to use these. These aren't what I used. I'm looking at the thing. I didn't use those, but you know what? We're going to go with it. I'm going to use the gold ones. I actually used, I have them right here, these sequins. I used the adhesive back sequins trio, so we'll use those ones. But if you have these, they will look good on there, I think, the gold ones. We're going to use these ones. So since I have so many of them, I'm just going to kind of scatter a few of them. To me, it kind of looked like snow. That's why I used these ones. Where do I want that? About there. We'll do 3 of them. And that is our card today. So I hope you enjoyed making this card with me today. Don't forget that these are online exclusive products besides the stylish shapes that I used today. So you will not find these in the catalog. These are on the Stampin' Up website only. The One Horse Open Sleigh Designer Series paper and the Trucking Along stamp set, which is currently available. The punch will be available in October. I hope I inspired you to create today. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.